Bol Bol fans, this is it. When the Orlando Magic released Bol Bol earlier this month, as you guys all know, I was shocked. Sure, the Magic had a logjam at big, but Bol Bol is Bol Bol to me, and there just aren't many like him in the league. As I said in my most recent Bol Bol video, this past regular season, Bol Bol averaged over 9 points, 6 rebounds, and a block per game while only playing 21.5 minutes per game. Bol Bol would appear in 70 games this past season while starting in 33 of those games. That might not sound like a lot, but that would be a massive increase from the 2 games that he started in the 53 games that he played in 3 seasons prior to his move to Orlando. Though Bol Bol is far and away removed from being a rookie, in his first 3 seasons in the NBA, he wouldn't be afforded the opportunity to grow and learn from his mistakes, which we can safely say did end up hurting him in the long run. Now, while Bol Bol wouldn't be afforded this opportunity, he didn't exactly earn it either. And he would be one of the first to tell you that. In Orlando, Bol Bol would temporarily find new life. Orlando's up-tempo style helped him to take advantage of some of the offensive freedom that was given to him last season. You can say what you want about Jamahl Mosley and the Magic, but you absolutely cannot say that this was a team that was afraid to experiment. Last season, Jamahl Mosley went full mad scientist. This team was literally experimenting with lineups featuring the 6'10 Franz Wagner, the 6'10 Paolo Banchero, the 6'10 Wendell Carter Jr., and the 7'2 Bol Bol. Mind you, that Mo Bamba was also on this team up until the trade deadline. The length that the Magic could and did put on the floor last season was absolutely terrifying. Like I said, say what you want about Jamahl Mosley, but this man was all about opportunity and experimentation for a young Magic team that really needed it to see what they had. The 22-23 season would be an evaluation season for Orlando, and I guess what they saw in Bol Bol wasn't enough to keep him around, which has led to some people wondering if Bol Bol has a long-term home in the NBA going forward. While Bol Bol has found a temporary home in Phoenix, we still await the answer to that question. Now, before anybody goes on to judge this video purely based off of its title like they did with my most recent Bol Bol video, all I ask is that you watch this entire video because we have a ton to discuss. Now, without further ado, let's get a word from our sponsor. While I await the NBA's eventual return, PrizePicks has been one of the few things that has been keeping me entertained. I've been using PrizePicks to watch games and sports that I usually wouldn't, and surprisingly, I've been having a lot of fun and learning a lot in the process. Guys, check out my IG because I'm going to start posting my daily picks there so you guys can see exactly how I'm doing. Also, remember to use code COOP when you sign up for PrizePicks because when you do, you get your first deposit instantly doubled for up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's content. Standing at 7'2", Bol Bol possesses a 7'8" wingspan. His height along with his wingspan makes what he's able to do on the basketball floor infinitely more impressive. At 7'2", Bol Bol possesses this guard-like talent and soft touch that makes him a matchup nightmare. There is a reason that fellow basketball anomaly and former teammate Paolo Banchero said this about Bol Bol. Everybody talks about the Victor dude from France. I'm not trying to compare them, but Bol Bol is 7'2", shoots threes, brings it up the court, makes passes, and blocks shots. I feel like people kind of forget about him, but Bol's a freak of nature. Now, as we discussed in my previous Bol Bol content, while he does have this unique level of talent, there are things that have prevented him from staying in a rotation, let alone reaching his full potential. But regardless of his hot and cold motor, inconsistent rebounding, poor IQ, ball stopping, and questionable defense, teams still find themselves talking themselves into the upside of Bol Bol, with the latest team being none other than the Phoenix Suns. Bol Bol to the Suns started to gain steam July 8th when Shams tweeted out that the Phoenix Suns were frontrunners to sign free agent Bol Bol, and that rival teams were expecting Bol to sign in the near future with the Suns. About a week later on July 16th, both Shams and Woj would report that Bol Bol would indeed be signing a fully guaranteed 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. I understand why some people don't like Bol Bol joining the Phoenix Suns, but for me, I truly don't hate it for him. For one, my man is on an NBA roster, which is half the battle as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure you weighed his options, and for better or for worse, Phoenix was among one of the best. For two, The Suns have 11 players on their roster currently making the minimum, including him, meaning that he has to know that he has to lock in and take advantage of that opportunity that is likely to come if he wants another contract in the NBA. For 3, Bol Bol has to know that when everybody in Phoenix is healthy, the Suns need him to be more fundamentally sound than anything. He can't just be a scorer/highlight player. For 4, if Bol Bol were to break out in Phoenix, how fun would that be? Bol Bol in Phoenix has legit glitch potential and it comes at minimal cost. Even if you hate Bol Bol, he's probably better than your favorite team's 12th or 13th player. Now, even if it doesn't work out for Bol Bol in Phoenix and he isn't able to break into that rotation, which of course is a possibility, at least he will have gotten the chance to work with or be around somebody that he's modeled his game after and watched a ton in Kevin Durant. That experience in itself would have to be pretty cool. I could definitely see somebody like Kevin Durant mentoring him or just helping him get his mind right. If that happens, who's to say that he doesn't advocate to Frank Vogel for Bol Bol minutes? Be it apples to oranges, if you can advocate for DeAndre Jordan, then you can advocate for Bol Bol. In all seriousness, as somebody that hypes Bol Bol, there's nothing that I love more than Bol Bol hype, but sometimes I think that it can reach a level that isn't exactly aligned with reality. I mean, just look at this graphic posted by Bleacher Report. No Ayton in sight, just Book, Beal, KD, and of course, Bol Bol posting up like they're the freaking Heatles. Now, signing Bol Bol isn't all that the Phoenix Suns would do on July 16th, as July 16th would actually turn out to be a very busy day for the Phoenix Suns. Right before that Bol Bol move, the Suns would also trade one of their few remaining point guards in campaign along with a second and cash to the San Antonio Spurs for a future second. They would also go on to trade a 2026 first-round pick swap to Orlando for 3 future seconds. Let me know what you think of these moves down in the comments below. While the Suns trading that 2026 pick swap probably doesn't affect their bottom line, it is pretty nice that they found a way to get more assets off of a pick that already had another team betting on that swap hitting. That being said, love the move for Orlando. They have a ton of picks. Kevin Durant is getting older, making 35 this upcoming season, and overall, the Suns' core of stars has had injury problems. It's really easy to understand this move for both sides. With the Suns trading swap rights again, it's not really like they're going to lose a first in the process. They're just giving Washington and now Orlando the right to swap for it. Frankly, I'm amazed that doing something like this is even legal. And as Bobby Marks has highlighted, I'm also amazed that this team continues to find ways to be even more all in. To quote Bobby, the feeling is that Phoenix is borrowing a line of credit against other NBA teams at a high interest rate. Either the pick swap plan works brilliantly or the Suns will be bankrupt in terms of draft equity. For those of you that are confused about what Phoenix has did or done for whatever reason, Bobby Marks has done a great job of laying everything out. If it weren't for him, I'd probably still be a bit confused myself. As for the Suns trading campaign, you have to think that there's another move coming. I understand that you have a very high level of faith in Jordan Goodwin and that those reports about Bradley Beal entering training camp as the team's starting point guard are likely to be true, but what happens if there's an injury? I have faith in Point Beal, Point Book, and KD sharing creator duties, but there's still no way that at this moment in time that you can feel comfortable with the point guard depth on the Suns roster. And this is coming from a person that believes that the term point guard can be nothing more than a title in today's game. Guys, at this point in time, I'm convinced that the Suns front office is either a group of evil geniuses or just completely mad with power. There's no in between. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I hate the way that the Suns are building their team. It just isn't for me. If this is the cost of contending at the highest level, then I would rather not do it. I'd prefer to be a team that just had a chance every year instead of completely wrecking my future. But of course, that's just me. I probably value rings a lot less than most people do. What I do value is my favorite team playing a brand of basketball that I like. There is immense value in being consistently good, at least in my opinion. Now with that in mind, I'd be lying if I said that this Phoenix team didn't put together a talented roster. It's now all on Frank Vogel to figure out how to use it. Let me know what you guys think of everything down in the comments below and what video you guys want to see next. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.